When the vessel enters the port to load phenol, preloading operations such as checking the preloading checklist are already ongoing. The generic preloading checklist addresses tasks that should be carried out prior to the startup of any loading operation. The list encompasses tasks such as pressure testing of the lines by overpressuring the lines and checking if pressure is constant for a certain period, testing highest level alarm, testing heating coils, etc. Special attention must be taken to check if all drains and valves are closed and fitted. When discharging, be aware of possible frozen PV valves. This is often the case when no heated PV valves are in use. During the loading process and when the valves are opening, phenol crystals can create a sticky layer, and heavy weather conditions can result in blocked PV valves. Prior to discharge, lines and pumps, especially the dead ends, must also be checked for blockages due to frozen phenol. This checking for blocked lines and pumps is usually done by putting air or nitrogen into the lines. When handling phenol, it's essential to have hot water or steam on deck. Special attention should be paid to the danger of burning with hot water or steam. No cargo operations should be carried out without having a decontamination kit on board and on standby, as well as available on the shore. The solution usually used for this is PEG, polyethylene glycol, MEG, monoethylene glycol, or DAP, diphthalate. In addition to the standard pre-cargo arrangements, the following issues should be addressed. Line clearance procedure if stoppage occurs, terminal regulation on using steam, hot water, disadvantages of spool pieces and interconnections of hoses. Pay attention to the fact that at certain terminals, special regulations are applicable in the case of phenol manipulation. Some demand a second separate gangway at the site of the accommodation. There can be limitations or prohibition concerning supplies of stores, bunker and slops barges coming alongside simultaneously with phenol operations. Especially in case of transshipments, it's recommended that no other operations are ongoing during phenol operations. Be aware of terminal sampling requirements and always use personal protective equipment (PPE) for any sampling system. Special care should be taken when opening hatches because frozen candles can splash into the liquid. Incorrectly depressurizing cargo lines can open the PV valve with the result that phenol crystals escape. The connection and disconnection of hoses or loading arms must be considered as very high risk. Especially during transshipments with very different air drafts, communication errors might result in dangerous situations. No disconnection may take place without reconfirmation from all parties involved that all valves are properly closed and all agree that they are visualized as being properly closed. In case shore permission has been provided, after discharge, water can be used to avoid frozen pumps. When changing to other products, make sure to check that the deep well pump cofferdams, vapor lines and dead end lines have been thoroughly cleaned to avoid contamination with phenol at a later stage.